Welcome back, everyone. Markets found their footing today on that softer CPI print, giving SPY a breather at wedge support and letting small caps lead the charge. But with XLU still on fire and NASDAQ looking heady, the tug of war feels far from over. We're going to break this all down and get into what we're seeing, but real quick before we do, if you're new here, welcome to today's stock market summary, and please note that none of this is buying or selling advice. We're just calling what we see happening in the charts as things develop.
It really felt like the market let out a collective breath today. Yesterday was so heavy, just very risk-off, but today was all about the data. The market was basically holding its breath for those CPI numbers, and boom, once they hit, we saw that stabilization.
It stabilized, sure, but I'm looking at the S&P 500 chart, and I'm not seeing a victory lap just yet.
No, not at all.
The SPY closed as a doji, and for anyone new to this, it just looks like a cross, a little plus sign.
Yeah, which means total indecision.
Exactly, a tie game, and it's happening right on that rising wedge support line.
A tie is better than a loss, I guess. But if you look over at the Dow, the picture is a bit more deceptive. It actually fell back inside the apex of its ascending triangle.
Oof. So I'm guessing you're watching for that bearish death hook.
I am watching that very closely. It's a classic bull trap. The price breaks out. It sucks in all these excited buyers.
And it just fails. Snaps right back down.
Precisely. If the bears jump on that weakness next week, all those new buyers are trapped. It can get ugly fast.
Got it. So the breakout failed. Meanwhile, the NASDAQ is just, trying to survive.
Pretty much.
The QQQ ETF did manage to hold the line at 595. That feels like the line in the sand, right? If bulls can't defend that, are we looking at a new swing low?
It's certainly on the table. And while the big guys are fighting it out, look at the small caps, the IWM.
Oh, yeah, getting squeezed.
So tight, they're pinched inside a symmetrical triangle. Think of it like a coiled spring. That energy has to release somewhere, and it's usually a violent move.
But here's the thing that's kind of the paradox of today. The screen is green, but where's the money actually going? Have you seen utilities?
Oh, XLU.
It has gone parabolic, just straight up since Tuesday.
That is the tell. That's the whole story right there. When you see money flooding into utilities, and at the same time into real estate.
XLRE broke out too, right?
Broke out of a weekly triangle in strong volume. That is a defensive rotation. Investors are participating, sure, but they're buying the safest, most boring stocks they can find. It's like they're wearing a helmet to a party.
It suggests they don't fully trust this bounce.
Not one bit.
And real quick, we're also keeping an eye on Alibaba. Baba is sitting precisely at the lower support of a massive symmetrical triangle. Earnings are next week, so...
That could be a huge move. Either way.
Hey, don't forget, if you've got a stock you're watching or a question about the markets, let us know in the comments. We want to know what you're tracking to make these videos more relevant if possible. And we'll do our best to talk about what we see in a future episode. And as always, drop a like if you appreciate these market summaries and click subscribe too so you can stay updated. So let's talk about the catalyst for today's relief, the January CPI report.
Right. Headline inflation cooled to 2.4% year over year. You had energy prices dropping, shelter costs moderating a bit.
So good news all around.
Well, it's the lowest core annual pace since early 2021. It was exactly what the bulls needed to hear to, boost the odds for rate cuts heading into the summer.
And that optimism definitely spread around. I saw Bitcoin popped almost 4%.
Yep. Finally shook off that slow stair-step grind lower we were talking about yesterday.
Even gold and silver reversed and moved higher.
It was a total sentiment flip. But that brings up a really important point about trading. When a single data point can flip the board like this, you can't rely on your gut. You just can't. Disciplined technicals are absolutely non-negotiable.
Because the whiplash will just wipe you out if you're guessing.
Precisely. And that's really the core of what we teach in the Grok Trade Mentorship program. We focus heavily on building that structured edge so you know exactly how to manage your risk when the market pivots this fast. Honestly, in this kind of environment, risk management isn't just part of the game, it is the game. We offer full support until you've recouped your investment for that very reason.
Well said. So to wrap it all up, today was a stabilizing bounce. But with these technical pins like SPY's wedge still in play and that massive surge into defensive sectors like utilities, the path higher is not guaranteed.
Far from it. A lot to watch for next week.
Have a great rest of the day, and we'll catch you in tomorrow's market summary.